Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers are in for the week of June 16, 2025. Fans can expect Steffy Forrester, Finnegan, Jacqueline McInnes, would to try to get Daphne Rose Muriel Hilaire to come back to Los Angeles. Luna Nozawa Lisa Yamada secretly approaches Hayes. Forrester Finnegan, Brian David, Garlic. Meanwhile, Nick Marone, Jack Wagner kisses Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, which makes Ridge Forrester, Torsten K. jealous. Let's start off with Nick, who returns to LA and completely blindsides Brooke. When Nick shows up, Brooke can't believe who she is seeing. The blonde's jaw drops and her eyes get all big. However, they won't just be catching up. Nick is there to make a romantic play for his former flame. The two do share a kiss, but is Brooke really ready to move on from Ridge? Speaking of Ridge, he discusses Nick and Brooke with Taylor Hayes' Rebecca Budig. In a preview clip, Ridge tells Taylor that he's never liked the guy. However, this is coming off as jealousy rather than concern. Next, Luna spies on Steffy and John Finnegan Tanner Novelin. Luna soon will get an opportunity where Hayes is alone for a few minutes. The boy is in a yard playing, but his parents must walk away for just a minute. In that short time, Luna approaches the boy, gaining his trust by calling him by name. Then, Luna gives him a gift. Just wait until Steffy and Finn find out. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for the week of June 16th reveal Steffy decides to reach out to Daphne. However, Hope Logan, Annika, Noelle strongly objects. Hope might worry that Daphne will come back for Carter Walton Lawrence St. Victor. However, maybe it has more to do with the perfume line. This could pose a big problem for Carter and Hope's engagement. Fans will also see Brooke confide in Katie Logan, Heather, Tom. When Brooke confesses Nick wants her back and gave her a kiss, the brunette will be very opinionated. Katie won't be the only person with issues. It seems that Ridge and Taylor have a debate about the man as well. There should also be some new developments regarding Will Spencer, Crew Morrow, Electra Forrester, Lania Grace, and Bill Spencer, Don Diamont. Steffy Forrester Finnegan wakes to a soft knock at the door of the Cliff House. It's a private security guard one Ridge hired weeks ago after Sheila's latest brush with freedom. But this isn't a routine check-in. The man reports a possible breach in the perimeter, just a flicker on the cameras. Steffy brushes it off. At first, probably a raccoon. She scoffs. But that unsettling feeling in her chest doesn't fade. Across town, Finn's hospital shift ends early. He rushes to meet someone at Il Giardino. Daphne. Since Sheila's release, Daphne has become more involved in Finn's personal life than even he intended. She presents herself as a wellness expert, claiming she can help him process the trauma of loving a mother like Sheila, but Daphne has an agenda, one that will soon become dangerously clear. At Forrester Creations, Hope Logan reviews sketches alone in the design office when Thomas returns unexpectedly. Their eyes meet. The energy shifts. Thomas' presence sends a wave of guilt crashing over Hope, who's been struggling with the decision to restart HFTF without him. They talk, civil at first, but tension crackles beneath the surface, most from Ridge, who's grown weary of Hope being in the building at all, and especially around Thomas. Meanwhile, Liam Spencer finds a troubling message in his inbox, an anonymous email. The subject, Hayes. Attached is a blurry photo of a child's silhouette, clearly Hayes at the beach playground with Steffy. A warning, a threat. Liam rushes to Steffy. Her calm demeanor evaporates when she sees the image. It's happening again, she whispers, gripping Liam's arm. Someone's after my son. Tuesday, June 17th. Protective instincts. Dangerous games. Ridge bursts into Forrester Creations. Furious after overhearing Brooke on the phone talking about how handsome and centered Carter's been looking lately, he masks his jealousy with snide comments about Carter's new role as Coup, but Brooke sees right through him. You've had me, Ridge, and you've had Taylor. But you never could decide who you loved more. That comment lingers like a smoke cloud. Meanwhile, Steffy and Liam argue over whether to involve the police about the Hayes threat. Liam demands action, while Steffy wants to keep it quiet until they have more evidence. We can't panic, Hayes, she says, trembling, but Liam is already on edge, gripping his phone, texting Bill for help. At the hospital, Finn confronts Daphne. Have you been following my family? He accuses. Daphne smiles serenely. I only care about your healing, Finn, but in her pocket is a keycard, one that accesses security files in the hospital. One she should not have. Thomas returns to work officially at Forrester whether Ridge likes it or not. Steffi approves it, citing creative drought since Thomas's departure. Hope tries to keep her distance, but Thomas makes a subtle effort to charm her again. "I know the difference between your silence and your longing, Hope," he says, voice low. Ridge watches from the doorway, jaw clenched, and in the shadows outside the Cliff House, a camera shutter clicks. Wednesday, June 18th, Daphne's web. Ridge's breaking point at Il Giardino. Daphne meets with a mysterious woman named Grace. Viewers may remember Herzan's ex, Paris Buckingham's mother, but this version of Grace is different, cold, calculating, her moral compass long gone. It's revealed that Grace and Daphne have ties to a psychological research group, one with a very dangerous interest in the effects of extreme stress on families with trauma histories. Their new subject, the Finnegans. Steffi takes Hayes out for a morning walk, shadowed discreetly by 2 security guards, but Daphne's watching hidden. In a black SUV across the street, she murmurs to herself, "So innocent." But all innocence fades when you're a Finnegan. Back at Forrester, Hope proposes a new line, one that embraces redemption, identity, and self-reinvention. Thomas immediately understands she's talking about him, and maybe even herself. Ridge walks in during their brainstorming and explodes. "We're not turning my company into a therapy session," he barks. Hope stands her ground. "Then maybe your company isn't what it used to be." That night, Ridge drinks alone at the Forrester mansion, staring at old photos of him and Brooke. His jealousy simmers of Carter, of Hope's renewed fire, even of Thomas for finding direction. When Brooke shows up unexpectedly, Ridge lets the dam break. "I don't like you looking at other men," he says. "You had your chance to fight for me," she replies softly. "Now, maybe it's Carter's turn." Thursday, June 19th. Danger escalates. Loyalties split. Finn discovers Daphne attempting to log into the hospital's internal database. Her explanation is vague, spiritual, something about accessing energy scans. Finn isn't buying it anymore. He orders security to escort her out, but not before she presses her hand to his heart. "You don't even know what's being done to your child," she says cryptically. Alarmed, Finn races to Steffi, demanding they take Hayes and leave town temporarily. But Steffi refuses. "We can't keep running from shadows," she says, tears brimming. "We need to fight back." Liam and Bill meet privately. Bill promises to mobilize his private team to track the source of the anonymous threats. "No one messes with my grandson," he growls. At Forrester, Thomas and Hope grow closer over late-night sketches. The tension builds palpable, electric. Hope touches his hand for a second too long. "Maybe the person I've been looking for was always in front of me," she whispers. Ridge, meanwhile, is already unraveling. He sees Carter and Brooke share a casual laugh in the showroom. That's enough to set him off. Later, Ridge corners Carter. "Stay away from her," he says through clenched teeth. Carter chuckles. "You don't get to decide who she wants, Ridge. That's your problem. You always thought you did." Friday, June 20th. A shocking twist and a dangerous message. It's a quiet morning at the Cliff House, too quiet. Steffi goes to check on Hayes and finds a small envelope tucked inside his toy box. Inside, a child's crayon drawing of a broken family. Stick figures, one of them crossed out in red. Finn is beside himself. He finally agrees. They have to get the police involved. Meanwhile, Bill's tech team identifies a digital trail leading back to the hospital's servers, right where Daphne had accessed records. It's unclear what files she took, but something's missing. Hayes' DNA profile. Back at Forrester, Thomas makes a bold move. He kisses Hope. She doesn't pull away. But before things can escalate, Ridge bursts into the office. He looks like he's aged 10 years in 2 days. "You're not doing this again," he says, glaring at Thomas. "You're not going to destroy another Logan." Hope squares her shoulders. "Maybe it's time someone rewrites the story, Ridge. Maybe this time, we decide who gets the happy ending." That evening, Daphne meets with Grace one last time. "The family is splintering," Daphne reports. "The child is the key. We're nearly there." And across Los Angeles, a drone hovers above the Cliff House, watching, recording, waiting. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Bold and Beautiful Update YouTube channel for more update news.